Welcome to Pure Potato Tarot. Thank you for clicking on the video, visiting my channel. If any parts of the message resonates, please feel free to like, comment, as well as subscribe. I will never profess to be the best card reader or any social media platform. However, I do know how to read cards. Please don't ask me about divine feminine, divine masculine spell work, or any of that other tarot bullshit. My readings are for informative purposes only and not to be taken as medical and or legal advice. I do read my cards literally as well as the energy, so the story will always reveal itself. Please remember that energy is not gender specific. It can refer to you, someone you know, someone you have known. Please remember that I am brutally blunt and politically incorrect, and so if at any point in time during this message you become offended, sorry in advance. Definitely not my intention, but you should probably find yourself another tarot card reader. Alright, collective. So gonna do another video. This is gonna be a collective read for you guys. Before I get started, hold on for a second. I want to put another log on the fire. It's really, really cold out where I live, so yeah, we gotta keep the Mr. Winter away and all, so hopefully that will do it. One more second, guys. I know, so good. I should have had this all taken care of before I started recording, but you know how it is, so please don't be mad. But anyway, alright, I'm back. So anyway, this is going to be a collective reading. I got a couple of new decks. I can't wait to use them. And so we're just going to go ahead and get started and see what the energy is for everyone. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm sure everyone is preparing for the holidays and all. I don't know, money is always scarce around this time. Alright, so anyway, let's get started. What do we have for the collective overall energy? Okay, that's a lot. I'm gonna put these back. What is the overall energy for the collective? Alright, Steel 4 came out. 4 wanted to come out before. Alright, at the bottom of the deck we have a camel. So somebody could like to spit. Somebody could have gotten into a fight recently. Somebody could be spitting venom on somebody's name. You could also be dealing with somebody who is elderly and dealing with dementia at this time. Definitely not going to take all these. So somebody could feel like they are in something all by themselves. Somebody could feel like they are in a relationship all by themselves, a situationship all by themselves. Somebody is rolling up the creek. What is it? Up a creek without a paddle. Up Shit's Creek without a paddle. Somebody could be waiting on somebody's phone call as well. Also, I did say somebody could have been in a fight. This most definitely could be involved some type of altercation. It could be involving a car of some sort. Somebody could have crashed your car, collective, or gotten into an accident with your car, and somebody was supposed to pay for it and they did not. Somebody always has 1,000,001 reasons why. Hold on for a second. Okay, I'm back. Somebody could have 1,000,001 reasons why they don't have your money. You could be sitting waiting for somebody to call you. Somebody could owe you something, most definitely. Also, okay, side note, if you were in the life and say you had to go pick something up from somebody, or you know you had to travel to go pick something up, or perhaps you could be a delivery driver or whatever the situation may be. The delivery could be late, or you could be late. somebody was supposed to pick up somebody's things, whatever those things may be, and they did not return with them. Somebody has been waiting for somebody to call them to let them know that they can come pick it up, or that it's here, it's ready. Somebody never did call. Somebody in turn called and said, hey, I don't have your things. Your things got lost. Your things got destroyed. Or your things got stolen. Somebody went to go do something on their own when they should have had a partner with them. Somebody got robbed. Somebody got robbed. Somebody got robbed, and as a result, somebody wants to go to whomever. You hear that? So a woman was involved with this. So somebody could want to go and to deal or find out whoever, not find, but deal with the situation. And somebody could want to go and go pick their things up. Collective, somebody has you waiting. 26 could be significant. The number 3 could be significant, as well as the number 29 could all be significant. Somebody could also, this could be a situation where somebody is not in the vicinity, so somebody could hear you, could hear that somebody was trash talking them or spitting venom on their name with this camel card. Whatever the situation may be, and somebody is like, when I get home or when I get back, I'm going to handle that. So somebody has plans to handle you when they get home, when they get back. This could be between a man and a woman. Two family members, but I'm getting between like a girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife. This could even be like between some exes as well. Somebody also could be in jail, and somebody was counting on their significant other or their person who was on the outside to either put money on their books or take care of their business. Somebody could be of Asian descent as well. Take care of their business for them or handle something. Somebody could be light skinned with long black hair. Somebody could be of a mixed race or a different ethnicity. This could be Hispanic. This could be Asian, Arabic in some cases. And somebody was supposed to handle somebody's business while they were away. So whether that be put money on their books, go pick some things up, go drop some things off, whatever it may be. Somebody was supposed to do that. Somebody was also supposed to be sitting on somebody's money too while they were gone. Somebody left their money with somebody for safekeeping, left their business with somebody for safekeeping, and since they've been gone, shit has not been safe. Shit was not kept safe. Somebody doesn't have somebody's money as well. Somebody keeps calling somebody and they cannot reach them. Somebody is trying to get through to somebody, and for whatever the reason, this person is not picking up the phone, or this person is not reciprocating. Okay, sorry about that, collective. So somebody is not answering somebody's phone call. Somebody is not returning somebody's phone call. Somebody is calling somebody like, hey, where are my things at? Where's my money at? Where are you at? Somebody cannot be found. Somebody also could have found some information. So if you have somebody in jail, or you are in jail or currently incarcerated, somebody could have found out some information about you, or you could have found out some information about somebody, that when you get home, somebody either wants to lay hands on you or you want to lay hands on somebody. So this could be a situation where, you know, somebody is locked down and their side piece ended up calling their main line. Somebody also found out that somebody has a baby, a side baby, has a side family too. Since somebody has been away. This could be because whoever the secret super baby mommy is and super secret baby is, Since, you know, that person has been gone, the money has been getting scarce around the house, and so basically she doesn't have the money to, you know, take care of the bills and maintain the baby. And I guess, you know, whomever this person was could have said that they were going to take care of things, that they had money, you know, set aside for them, and all they had to do was go call such and such and such, and, you know, whatever, and that person would look out for them. And so she's been calling such and such and such, and for whatever the reason, nobody's answering the phone, or they got you, they got you, they got you. However, it never comes through for whatever the reason. And so now, you know, she's forced to, you know, knock on somebody's door, give somebody a phone call. Like, I really hate to do this, and I really hate that you found out like this, but my baby needs milk, and, you know, we're over here starving, and he promised that he was going to take care of everything, and he did not. This could also be a situation where somebody's side bitch found out that they had a side bitch on the side bitch. So this is also a situation where, you know, say that this is a man and he has a wife at home. He has wife, and then he has, you know, wifey, you know, or, you know, wife-like. She's not the wife, but, you know, she's wife-like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, everybody on the streets knows that that's their, you know, person. That's their bitch, or however you want to, you know, word it. But, you know, wifey could have found out that, you know, this person had another side. So he was cheating on her and the wife. You know what I'm saying? And so now, you know, the mistress, wifey, she is upset. She done went and she done spent the money. She done did X, Y, and Z. You know, the wifey, she basically, you know, there's a situation where he took care of all the bills. So say somebody knew that they were going to be locked down for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? They made sure that the rent or the mortgage was paid up for 3 years. They made sure that all the bills and everything were paid up for 3 years. They made sure everything. They made sure wife, you know, the wife and the family, they were taken care of. So bills were never going to be a worry because that shit was paid up in advance. So salute to you, sir, whoever you are. And then with, you know, wifey, the side piece, you know, he gave her some money, like, here, sit on this money. You know, she was supposed to make sure that he had money on his books, and, you know, she would go and see him and everything. The wife would go and see him too. But basically all the wife had to do was, you know, run the business. You know, the little side bitch, the mistress, this is the one who would run errands. You know, she would go and pick things up and make things, you know, make sure things was okay. And, you know, and she would make sure that the money was flowing and however it goes down. And I believe that the wife knew about this chick, whoever the mistress is. She knew who the mistress was, but she also understood the mistress's position. That this, like, yeah, she may sleep with the man, but she's the reason why the wife can live such a nice lifestyle, because this is basically the person who's holding everything down. The mistress found out that he was cheating on her with somebody else too, and she got upset. Somebody that spent all somebody's money in jail too, so now somebody don't have any money. Somebody could have called somebody like, when I get home, I'm going to kill you. Or when I get home, I'm going to X, Y, and Z. So somebody is already waiting for somebody to get home. They already know that it's going to be some shit when they get out. She's ready. She's most definitely ready. Also, somebody went someplace alone. They were warned not to do it, or somebody was trying to call somebody to warn them not to do something, not to go somewhere, because it was a setup. Somebody's trying to set up a woman too. Somebody's going to get a call, an invitation to go somewhere, to be somewhere, to do something, but they're going to come alone. So this could be a situation where somebody is asking somebody out on a date, or, I don't know, somebody knows that this woman, whoever, there's a woman out here who is responsible for some men getting locked up or some men getting put down, or somebody, there's a woman out here who basically, her time is up, is what I'm hearing. So whether that doesn't have to be anything as lethal as, you know, an unalive or as death. I don't, you know, that shit kills me with all these little politically correct sayings to make brutality and torture seem more palpable, unaliving. No, it's murder. Somebody killed somebody. What the fuck are you talking about? But somebody, not somebody, there is a group who realizes that the bane of their problems, the bane of their existence, you know, has been this one person, this one woman. This one woman. So this could be a situation where somebody found out that a woman has been spreading diseases too. So she could be a sex worker and she's been out here burning people, or she knew that she had something and she was still out here selling ass. And so now, you know, this could be a situation where somebody is gonna get beat to death. Ooh. Like take turns on somebody is what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing. Like brutality at its finest, like brutal. Somebody is gonna meet a brutal end. So be careful out here. So I don't know if you are in the life and you were responsible for picking up money, delivering money, picking up things, delivering things. If you have been out here, you know, basically talking somebody's business, telling somebody's business, that, yeah, you need to be careful. Somebody is going to invite you out. And once you get there, it's just going to be you by yourself against like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other people. So be careful. You're going to catch an Uber over there too. This could also be a situation where this has already happened with somebody, and perhaps these people thought that they got away with a crime, they got away with murder, but the thing that they didn't count on was the Uber driver. The Uber driver saw the people, so this could be a situation where, say, like the Uber driver dropped somebody off, and, okay, so just rewind. So somebody gets a call to come out, you know, hey, come, you know, let's go out, let's go, you know, hang out, let's go do X, Y, and Z. You know, this could even be a sex worker, you know what I mean? And they get a call to go somewhere. And so basically they catch an Uber over to whatever spot that this is. The Uber driver, you know, happens to catch a glimpse as to perhaps, you know, the house door is open and they see where it's like 5 or 6 other, you know, people there, men or however it goes down. And it's just this one woman walking in, and, you know, just something about it just I'm hearing something about it just didn't seem right to me, just didn't feel right to me to see, you know, to see this woman or this girl going in this house full of men all by herself is what I'm hearing. And, you know, perhaps the Uber driver spoke up. Somebody, this could have been a situation that was broadcast on the news as well, and the Uber driver happened to see it and basically called in and gave, you know, information on what he knew. Like, hey, you know, yeah, I dropped this person off. When I got there, you know, it was people there at the house. As a matter of fact, it was like 5 or 6 other people. The Uber driver could even go so far as to give a description of what one or some of the men looked like too. So this is going to be a situation where people thought that they got away with the murder, and basically it's coming up. It's going to come up. That they didn't get away at all. That somebody basically saw them and witnessed them. What else do I see before we pull some tarot? I'm seeing so much with the cards. All right, what else? What else? What else? This could be a situation, going back to the unaliving, this could be a situation where a sex worker was called to a house. Perhaps she did not, you know, they tried to gangbang her, or they tried to force her to do some things that she didn't want to do. She fought back, something ended up happening, or she threatened to call the police or rape, or perhaps the men there got scared. Perhaps they, you know, they already knew what they had intended on doing to her. Like, she was never intended to leave this spot. Now, this could be a man as well. This doesn't have to be a female sex worker. This could be a male sex worker. I mean, this doesn't even have to be sex work, but this could be a situation, you know, where the elements are lining up like this. That they never intended, you know, to let this person leave alive. somebody also, whoever, somebody's body could be found in the lake, in the river, in a lake, in a river, where somebody literally rowed the boat. Somebody took the body, rowed out, you know, to the lake, to the sea, not to the sea, but like to a pond, to a lake, but not like one of the Great Lakes. This is like a smaller lake, like a Lake Tahoe, or, you know, something like, I don't know why Lake Tahoe, but like, you know, not like a Great Lake, but like, you know, but it's a lake. It would be considered a lake or a pond or something like that, but it's someplace remote, surrounded by like a lot of trees and forests. It's like a foresty area, so unless you knew or you were from that area, you would never know that spot existed. So whoever this is, this is a local, and somebody could find like 7 lakes, Palm Lakes, Silver Lakes, Canary Lakes, Fire Lakes, Smith, Samantha, Smanth, Mamth, M-A-P-H, Map. Okay. Huh. This is hunting area where this is, like, there's like this is a very remote, and I said this, you know, a few years ago, that somebody had access to a very remote piece of land. So this basically, so the energy that I picked up about 3 years ago was coming out now. So whoever this person is, I did say somebody could have been, you know, killed in the woods. Somebody also could have buried somebody, you know, dropped somebody's body in some water. I said this was like a lake, like camping grounds. Somebody had access to a very remote location. So this could be like a house out in the country, out in the woods, a cabin. Somebody goes hunting often, regularly. And I remember doing that reading because I said that somebody goes hunting all the time, but they never come back with any game. And their significant other was like, well, what is it that you do out there? Like, hunt, but you don't never bring anything home. Like, what? What do you, like, yeah. They hunt people. Somebody hunts people. I said that. Somebody hunts people. Tennessee could be significant as well. Somebody hunts people. That just went crazy. All right. Also, on a lighter note, if there's a gentleman out there who has basically been playing with a female's emotions, like, you know, he or she, you know, put the energies where they fit. So I shouldn't say a female. If there's somebody out here who's been playing with somebody's emotions, all right, making plans to do stuff with people, and then, you know, the day of or the night of the plans, you know, they never show, they don't answer their phone, you know, somebody basically is playing with the wrong one. Somebody has found somebody who will blow down on them. Like, have you lost your simple mind? I know you saw me call you. Where have you been? What have you been doing? Like, somebody don't care. Like, they'll come to wherever you are, you and your friends. Somebody will show out, make a scene. Somebody is going to make a scene. So this could be where there is like some type of domestic dispute as well, at a family or a family gathering or friends gathering. Like, 2 people just go left. Somebody ends up leaving. Also, this could be a situation going back to the unalive, and I don't know. That could be somebody's alibi. Like, well, we went to this party and we had a fight and I left. I left them there. You know what I mean? I went home by myself. I didn't go home with anybody. That was somebody's alibi. Somebody left somebody there just for the alibi, so the other people could be like, yeah, they left. He left. I mean, he left her there, and then she got in an Uber, and she went there, and she went by herself to clear somebody's name. So say that is a situation where somebody got into it and then they left. They left, right? They came back in the dark wearing all black, and they waited until the other person left, and they followed them, and then that's when they got them. Also, there could be something in history that was well hidden about the death of perhaps a noblewoman, or somebody wanted to take somebody's business, take their land. I'm hearing take their cattle. And perhaps, this woman or this person died under mysterious circumstances. However, it was never uncovered how or who. That could be coming out now. I'm getting this is something that could have happened over 100 years ago as well. But whatever it was, it changed the course of history. Whatever this was, whoever the person was that got murked, they were important, meaning their work or their words, their advocacy, there's something or another was going to change the world, and the establishment did not want that. Somebody could have been possibly, so this is a situation where people are ganging up against a woman. Somebody could have been tampering with her car. That could be the way somebody plans on taking somebody out as well. Or was the way that somebody planned on taking somebody out. Somebody was supposed to pony up some money, or somebody did something dirty for somebody, and they were supposed to be compensated, rewarded, and they were not. And as a result, they said, or they threatened to tell, or to basically do something. All right. Whoever this person is, she was up against a group. So this could be a situation where, okay, well, you were supposed to do this for me, so as a result, I'm not going to be making any more stops for you, or I'm not going to be cooking the book. Somebody was cooking somebody's book. Somebody basically had inside knowledge of illegal activities, fraud, embezzlement. And somebody said, okay, well, you're not going to pay me, or somebody just didn't feel easy. I mean, didn't feel good about it anymore, and said that they wanted out. And so, now this is a situation where, the people who you were working for, they're all looking for you now and everything, because they can't find you. Number one, they need you, but number two, they can't find you. Number three, they're getting really nervous because now that, they're not talking to you, or you're not speaking to them, they don't know what you might do, or what tree you're going to jump out of. And so now, these people are coming together like, we just can't risk her going and telling the police, about our business. That's going to be our money. That's going to be this. That's going to be that. We're going to have to do something. We're going to have to, take care of her. So a group of people could have come, and I keep saying her, because in this picture, it's a woman up against a man, up against a group. However, we're just going to have to take care of that. We just can't have that. We can't have it. Like, that's going to be our money. We could all go to jail behind her. You know what this is giving me? This is giving me, what was that movie with Tupac and Jim Belushi? That was the last, I cannot think of that damn movie. Cannot think of the name. But in the movie, basically, they committed a crime. And Jim Belushi's side piece, the mistress, she was in on it. She was part of the setup and everything. And an undercover got killed as a result. Now, they were all police officers, but they didn't know that they were, that each other were police officers. And an undercover got killed. And so basically the movie talks about, the movie is just a movie about how these two cops are trying to cover their tracks to keep from getting, busted for, ultimately selling drugs to an undercover and then killing the undercover because they were trying to rob him at the same time. And so in one of the scenes, they're like, there's only one thing that can connect us to all this shit. And Tupac said, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. She's got to go. I'm getting a situation like that. Whereas people have just made like, she just got to go. Oh, okay. Alright, what is this? In the boat alone. Somebody now realizes that they are alone. Somebody is not taking your calls. You're trying to call people for help. Nobody's returning your calls. Nobody can give you any help. Nobody can, you know, I mean, you're by yourself in this. You could feel like, you know, everybody is in on a secret and or joke, but the joke is on you. You could be feeling like, or you could be finding out as well, collective. Yeah, the joke is on you. This is, you know, where somebody basically now realizes that there was a setup and everybody was in on it. Somebody is realizing or will realize how many people they are actually up against the network with this phone. And when I said that, what came out was bad secure in the reverse. Somebody wants to know where their money is. Somebody thought that they had a situation on lock. Somebody thought that they had assured success. And that just is not the case. And now somebody's plans backfired on them. And so now somebody is alone. Somebody is also missing some money too. I did say somebody ran off with somebody's money. Somebody is lying and saying that they didn't have it, they didn't get it. Somebody was never delivered to them. Somebody was supposed to be receiving something in the mail, and somebody is lying and saying that it never came. If you know, you know. And somebody is lying and saying that the package never came, the food never came. And now they've disappeared as well. Okay. And when I said that, then cuffing season in reverse. Also, somebody is realizing that somebody was just dealing with somebody to try to get something out of them. Somebody is not going to. So also, this is a situation where, yeah, somebody realizes how alone they are. Meaning friends, people who they thought were friends. So say that this is a big conspiracy or this is a big plan, and you thought you had allies that you could count on in case shit got greasy, shit got ugly, and you could be finding out that that is not the case. The person whom, you thought was, your significant other, you could find out that they've been in on it too. That the only reason why somebody was dealing with you was because, they saw you as a way to achieve a goal, a way to achieve some type of financial success or some type of professional success. And since that didn't happen, now somebody does not want to be bothered with you. So you've served your purpose. You've outlived, your expiration date. You've outstayed your welcome in a situation. And perhaps, because somebody could not use you the way that they wanted to use you or get something out of you the way that they thought that they were going to be able to, now they don't want to be with you anymore. Also, you could also find out that you are the mistress too. And this could be you've been dealing with somebody for quite some time. It's just been you and him, or you and her, or him and him, and her. However it goes down, put the energies where they fit. If the energy doesn't fit, let that shit sit. But you thought that you were 10 toes down with somebody, only to find out that you were just the side piece. And that, perhaps this is somebody, you live in two different areas, two different states. And, you've been flying in and out, or they've been flying in and out, and you guys have been spending time that way. Like, you guys are like inseparable. Well, now that the holiday is coming up and everything, you're expecting to spend your holiday with your boo. And now your boo is coming up with 1,000 different excuses as to why, he can't be there or you can't be there. And everything. Like, I don't have the money, I'm not going to be able to fly you out, or I'm not going to be able to put you up in a hotel. We're not going to be able to hang out this holiday season because I just don't have it. Yeah, I just don't have it. If that is the case, I mean, some may not have it. Some legit may not have it. But I am getting that for a lot of people in this situation, it's because they have to be at home with wifey or hubby. So they can't be with you. Alright, what is this dual? And then, Uber, which one to come out was hustle mode and shadow work. So I'm going to put that back. What is this dual? What do we have here? This guy is just, I don't know, it's talking about his eyes in this picture. Somebody could wear glasses. Somebody could need glasses to drive as well. Somebody needs to look to see where they're going, what they're doing, where they're going. Somebody is two-faced out here. Somebody smiles in your face, but secretly they hate you behind your back. So somebody, like I said, somebody was only with you because they thought that they would be able to get something from you. They'd be able to achieve something. Also, somebody was with you to kind of try to put you in a frame or try to set you up. So this could be a situation where somebody was, purposely trying to isolate you. I'm getting where somebody was talking shit about you. Because you were experiencing a glow up. Also, you may not have even been the one experiencing the glow up. This could be a situation where somebody was just around you, to get your idea. Somebody was around you to take your shine and then transmute it unto them. So they look like the person who was coming up with all the ideas. They look like the person who had all the information. They look like the person, the brightest bulb in the box. Somebody wanted to be the brightest bulb in the box. Also, somebody was only around you so they could do work on you, too. Crossroads, ghosted, bounce back, and then spill tea, recharge, and ascension. Yeah, somebody basically got out there. So somebody snaked you, collective. So this could be a friend, This could be, you and your partner in the same business and or industry. This could be a friend. This could be two, rival colleagues. This could be whatever. Somebody pretended to be working on somebody or working with somebody, pretended to be a friend to somebody on somebody's team. Somebody pretended to, they did whatever it was that they needed to do to be in the other person's energy so they could soak up all of their secrets, learn all the tricks to the trade. So this is somebody who learned how to dress from somebody, who learned how to talk, talk like somebody, who learned, learn things like about art and everything about somebody. Somebody just, basically wanted to just take your essence and basically use it and wear it. So this is kind of like somebody using a symbolic, metaphorical skin. And if they could put your take you out of your skin and then step into it, they would. You'll find out that somebody was just hanging out with you so they could be you. So they could transmute themselves, or is that the right word, into you? So this is a situation where, if they knew that a man liked you, or say that this is, one of your female and this is one of your female friends, and say they found out that a man liked you, okay? They would work overtime to always be in this man's face. They will work overtime to, be this man's little sis. They will work overtime to, just always be in this man's energy, and all while, talking about you and saying things about you, to make this person dislike you. So this is just like whenever, they found out about you liking somebody, they would just go to work overtime. That's my girl, but she be, da 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 da. Oh yeah, that's my girl, but I just don't mean, she not all that. And, somebody secretly hates. Somebody secretly hates on you, And so this could be a situation now where somebody will also say this is, somebody who was dealing with you romantically. They were only dealing with you to learn your secrets. They were only dealing with you to learn, what is so magical about you, how you're so, successful professionally, how what somebody wanted to know these things. Also, somebody also wanted to know how much you knew about them, whether or not you were in, whether you knew that they had taken part in something as well. But I am more so getting where somebody tries to, to blaspheme your name to make themselves seem bigger or better than what they actually are. Oh, she not that smart, or he not that smart. I mean, all you got to do is all I had to da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. This could even be so much as, you're taking somebody's ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like, just taking somebody's ideas and using them as their own. So, you could be like, say, you laying in bed like, hey, I had this idea to do da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Your person is like, for real, baby? Or that, first of all, I don't even think that would work. That's not a good idea because, blah, blah, blah. So, this could be a situation where you're sharing ideas with somebody and they're sitting there shitting on all your ideas. Oh, that's not going to work. They got 1,000,001 reasons why something is not going to work, why, X, Y, and Z is not going to work. And then, they turn around and then take your ideas and then present it to the same group that you were talking to or talking about. And then they present those ideas as their own. The group loves them. And so now they're lauded and applauded for your ideas. And so now somebody feels like they've gotten all that they can get from you, or they've gotten enough. And so now somebody doesn't want to be bothered with you as well. Also, somebody was telling you the reason why. So this is a situation where if you were like calling somebody and they were spinning you, they're telling you the reason why, they can't, why they've not been available, why they've not done this is because, they out here trying to make money. Like, I don't have no money. I'm out here trying to make money. Like, you always accusing me of trying to do X, Y, and Z. I'm not with nobody. I'm just out here trying to, get, trying to make some money. That's the reason why you've not seen your person for a while. That's the reason why you've not, hung out with your person, spoken to your person. All of a sudden now, your person is ghosting you and also somebody basically didn't have any money, or this could be a situation where their position at their job was, shaky because their productivity was not high, or they weren't coming up with good ideas or whatever. And so basically somebody hung around you, got with you to basically, like I said, steal from you, emulate you, mimic you, do whatever it was that they needed to do. Whatever it was that they needed to do from you. I want to say this is a friend, but I want to say this could also be a lover too. Somebody pretended to be interested in somebody. Somebody pretended to be in a relationship with somebody just to get information about them, or just to figure out, like I said, their secrets, their whatever. Okay. See anything else? Nope, that is it. Alright, what cards am I going to use? Because I'm like, alright, do I want it? Alright, we're going to try these. These aren't really good for shuffling. But, alright, what is this? It's bag secured in reverse. Cuffing season in reverse. Yeah, somebody's not going to be home for the holidays, number one. Because somebody's going to say, oh, I don't have any money. I'm not going to be able to come. Okay, also, side note, if you are the person doing the spending and you're telling somebody, hey, I can't come because I don't have any money, I can't come because X, Y, and Z, whatever the reason, your person is going to surprise you. Your person is going to surprise you. For somebody's going to get a surprise this holiday season where they basically told one person that they wouldn't be able to spend the holiday with them because they don't have the money, or, you know, they don't have the money to send for them to come travel, you know, whatever. And this person's gonna be like, oh, you know, I'll surprise them. They always do so much for me, you know, let me surprise them. I want to spend, you know, the holiday with my boo. And then they show up to, you know, they show up on the holiday, you know, they show up at, you know, your mom's house or wherever the family is cooking, you know, because somebody done been all around the family and everything, and they see you there with somebody new. Somebody is gonna, it's gonna be a showdown this holiday season for somebody. Somebody's getting ready to get caught up in a whole web of lies. By Christmas time, there's a woman out here who is, yeah, there's somebody out here who has basically lived a nice life, you know, stalling people, what is it, shining people on? I don't even know where that came from. Shining people on, you know, promising, misleading people, selling wood nickels as well. And somebody has been found out. This could be a family member that's going around from, you know, person to person asking for money, you know, giving the same song, you know, I don't have this and I don't have that, I don't have a da-da-da-da-da, and everybody's been giving this person money. And then finally, you know, they, you know, just one day sit down and have a conversation like, well, I just gave her $500. I just gave him, you know, $600. I just gave him $700. Like, what is he doing with all this money and everything? So this could be a situation also where somebody's been going around, you know, begging and asking for donations and stuff, saying that they don't have any money. And, you know, they don't have any money. And so they always have their hand out, and because they look like they don't have any money and everything, you know, or they put on that persona, then people just automatically want to help them. There's like, could be a panhandler out here who, you know, is a regular, you know, in a specific location. So, you know, their faces become pretty familiar. They may see that panhandler out one night, out on the town with their family and stuff, looking like $1 million. Like, wasn't you Peggy from the exit holding up the sign talking about homeless will work for food? How you looking like this? Yeah, somebody is a professional beggar out here, and somebody could be getting caught up now for that. Somebody just puts on a persona that they're, you know, dopey, or they don't know what's going on, or they don't have any money, or, you know, and that's just how, you know, somebody plays the role to get people to do for them, when in actuality this person is sitting on stocks, bonds, and everything else, all thanks to you and yours and everybody else who's kicked in on them. Somebody also could be saying, oh, babe, I would come and see you, but I don't have any money. You know, I don't have no money to come and get there and everything, so I can't, whatever, I can't come, you know. Come for Christmas and all, because blah blah blah. And so this could be a situation where the sugar daddy is getting ready to pop up on somebody like, surprise, you know, you thought I wasn't gonna spend Christmas with you, only to find out, or only to see, you know, you all dialed up and with somebody else. Like, whenever you on the phone with him, you know, you looking like this. Whenever you talking to people, you looking like this. They pop up on you and surprise you and find you looking like this. Like, what? Like, Chanel, where did you get that from? Somebody's name could be Taylor. First, middle, last initial. First, middle, last name. All right, what is this? Cuffing season, bag secured in reverse. All right, these I'm not gonna, because these cards are really not good for shuffling. So I'm gonna take. Okay, you got 4 of Wands, and then we have the Hierophant. So you could be dealing with the Taurus. All right. Also, you could be finding out that somebody is married, like I said. Unbeknownst to you. Alright, somebody's in a committed relationship. Somebody is already committed. So somebody will not be able to come and see you. You probably didn't know that your person was married. They are. That is the reason why they're putting this cover story down now, that they probably will not be able to see you for the holidays because their money is not looking right, blah, 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 blah. This could also be a situation that you notice that whenever there is a holiday, your person is never available. You can never get your person on the phone, you know, type of situation. Somebody is finding out that they are the side piece. All right. Also, you could be dealing with a Taurus. You can also find out that this Taurus is the reason why you don't have any money, why you can't keep any money, why you can't keep a relationship. Somebody has like literally just been out to like try to destroy you, destroy your shit, destroy your credibility, destroy your reputation, destroy you. Also, somebody wants to be like you. So this could be that person that wants to be like you, this Taurus. All right, and then what is it? What is this two-faced glow up? Somebody could also be doing like somebody could be trying to affect your money because they feel like the money is the reason why you look the way you do, or the reason why you get things. Or somebody could be doing this to try to get some money from somebody as well. We have the Three of Wands, and then we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, so somebody was making plans on how they were going to betray you. It could come out that somebody had a plan, that somebody basically, you know, they were somebody had planned on betraying somebody. Somebody had planned on taking somebody's money. Somebody had planned on, like I said, somebody pretended to be somebody's friend, pretended to whatever, so that way they could enact whatever revenge plot this is. Also, going back to a situation where somebody had planned on what they were going to do when somebody was going to jail. Somebody was supposed to take care of somebody's money. When they come home, they going to find this person like all dialed up, like looking like $1 million on their money. Alright. There was an unexpected ending in a relationship too. Somebody has to make a hard decision about what they're going to do for their household as well. There was somebody basically had to make the decision to end the relationship. Perhaps this person wasn't working. This person was costing money. The love wasn't there anymore. Like, you all used to be all cuddly and sweet and stuff, but all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but you know, over time, the relationship grew stale. It grew cold. You know, that basically the juice is not worth the squeeze. You know, it's not worth the bother. Also, somebody brought something back to somebody as well. Somebody caught something from somebody. And that too could be the reason why somebody ended something with you unexpectedly. There was an unexpected ending. Somebody caught something from somebody. Also somebody, yeah. Somebody deals with somebody. So this could be a situation where somebody had to make a head over heart decision. And perhaps, you know, the way that they made their money, if you knew how this person made their money or who they were making their money with or who that they were aligned with, you probably wouldn't have anything to do with them. And so they could have kept this a secret. Also, when you couldn't get a hold of somebody, somebody was dealing with somebody else. All right, strong Taurus. But you probably wouldn't have dealt with this person if you had known the real about them. And so they kept this a secret, and now basically they cannot keep this a secret anymore. So this could be a situation where they got to deal with somebody even though they don't want to, or they know that you don't want them to, and they know that it's going to cost you because somebody doesn't have any money, or somebody is willing to make that sacrifice just to achieve this success, whatever this success may be. All right, what do we have here? The Fool card, and then the Hangman. Also, somebody was dealing with somebody. Somebody kept hanging on to a long-term relationship, a long-term situation with somebody, thinking that, you know, the situation would change, and it has not changed. Every time you get with this person, every time you try to work it out with this person, you don't have any money. You know, you guys might be good for like a day or so, and then after that, you know, it's no good anymore. Somebody is not really there because they want to be there. Somebody only comes back when they need something. And now you can know this beyond a shadow of a doubt. Or now this could be a situation like, well, whenever we come together, it seems like, you know, my life force gets depleted whilst their life force gets replenished. Somebody feels like a fool. Somebody feels like a fool now. Somebody now knows that somebody was just using them. They were just keeping them in a relationship, keeping them stuck, keeping them dangling along, you know, to get whatever it was that they needed to get. I am curious to find out what it was that they needed to get from this person. We have the Five of Swords. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. You know, somebody just had to walk away. Somebody just cut somebody off abruptly too. Like this was 1 minute y'all was cool. The next minute I can't do this anymore. You have the Sun card. And then we have the Eight of Cups. Yeah. Also, somebody cut something off abruptly because they didn't want you to know. So somebody was dealing with somebody. Somebody was dealing with your ex, too. Somebody had been planning on betraying you with an ex. So this could be a situation where... So this could be a situation where... This tramp, we're gonna call her tramp or call him a tramp. This tramp basically, you know, ran into somebody that you used to deal with. All right, and so the tie that binds is that they both don't like you. All right, and so now all of a sudden they become friends. You know, they talking on the phone, texting one another and everything. You know. Because, you know, in the beginning of the relationship or the beginning of whatever this was, all they had in common was you. Unbeknownst to you, this person could have been talking to your ex and they're still hanging around with you. So now they're trying to find out, you know, what is it about you that made your ex like you? So that way they could adopt that and they could turn themselves into you. Somebody literally has tried to turn themselves into, we have single black female or single white female energy going on here. And it could come up or it could be whatever. you could find out that somebody has been dealing with your ex, and that basically the only reason why somebody was your friend or somebody was even talking to you was to get information or to find out how to best imitate you. All right, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius as well. Also, okay. Also, somebody could be trying to cut somebody off because they don't want the other person to know that somebody got paid a large sum of money to kill somebody or to unalive somebody. Okay. A situation is definitely coming to an end as well. This could have been a Sagittarius that ended up meeting his end, or somebody plans on doing this to a Sagittarius, or yeah, somebody got paid a lot of money also. This month, you know, a long-term relationship of yours could suddenly come to an end, and you may not know why. It could happen for several reasons. One, somebody realizes that you were the reason why they can't get ahead. You're the reason why they don't have any money. You're the reason why. Second of all, somebody owes somebody some money too. So this could be a situation where somebody goes ghost because they have a whole other situation that you don't know anything about. Somebody has gotten themselves entangled into some nasty business. Somebody basically sat down with someone. Somebody got paid to help set somebody up. And that could be coming out now. The person who orchestrated this setup is being found out. Okay? That's that. Alright, we have Nine of Swords. Whoever this is, they are worried about it. They are worried about it. Somebody is worried about the decisions that they made, because now these decisions are coming back to haunt them as well. Somebody feels foolish for getting entangled with somebody. Somebody feels foolish for working with somebody. So this could be a situation where there was a woman who orchestrated some type of setup plan, or there was a woman who got a whole bunch of people involved in some of her fuckery and everything. And, you know, as a result, now the people who have gotten involved, they've gotten themselves into some shit where they could possibly go to jail. This is a serious something. Okay. Okay. Number one. Somebody is planning to seriously hurt somebody and or unalive somebody. Alright? Somebody could have messed with somebody's car as well, or plan on messing with somebody's car. Alright? That's number one. Somebody could be a hairdresser, a beautician, or a barber. Alright? That's number two. Somebody is in jail or planning on going to jail. Or this could also be a situation where somebody made a phone call from jail. Somebody found out some information whilst they were in jail about who was really responsible for somebody's death. Or somebody got some information while they were in jail. Or whether another inmate told them, or they called somebody on the outside and somebody let them know. However it goes down. But somebody found out who was responsible for setting somebody up to get killed, or setting somebody up to get hurt. Somebody received a jail phone call. I'm sorry. I said somebody got paid for murder. I misspoke. But okay, I did misspeak. I misread the card, but that came out. So, but also somebody just basically up and broke off a relationship. They ended a relationship. There is no coming back. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to whatever. That is because somebody has found out that you were involved in a setup, or you were involved in some fuckery. You lied about something. Somebody was making plans to hurt somebody. Now, somebody was definitely making plans to hurt somebody, and perhaps these plans are coming out now. Somebody was planning on taking somebody's spot. So somebody was planning on getting somebody out the way so that way they could come in and take somebody's spot. Whether this be professionally, for some sex workers out here, somebody was taking all the money, making all the money, or taking the money away. And so somebody devised a plan or a plot or a scheme to get this broad or this man up out the way so they could get, you know, their money back. Somebody's lying about what they really like, what they really want, who they really like. Somebody is lying about that. Somebody was lying about juggling too between two different people or between two different things. But somebody was lying. Also, somebody lied. Somebody also is lying about paying for somebody to leave too. So this could be a situation where, going back to, somebody could have been super secret lovers. And so because they were super secret lovers, you know, one person was helping them out with bills. So, you know, this could be a situation like, I'm ready to leave. You know, I'm ready to leave this NIGGA. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to leave this VITCH and everything. Like, I can't take it anymore. And the super secret side person is like, for real, don't worry about it. I got you. Whatever it is, you know, whatever you need, I got you. So somebody could have moved into a new apartment, could have whatever. And this, you know, super secret cut buddy has been financing it. Has been paying for it. All right, you could also be dealing with a Scorpio too. You could be talking to a Scorpio, talking about a Scorpio, or talking about some type of death, whatever it is. Somebody was lying. So somebody's going to get questioned. They're going to lie. Or somebody's going to get questioned about a lie that was told regarding this situation. Also, also, somebody was trying to cause some type of karma for somebody. Okay. Somebody was trying to, like I said, somebody was trying to, I don't know why this is giving me Camorally. Camorally could be significant, I don't know. But somebody was basically trying to end something for somebody. Somebody also was going to get in trouble because they could possibly be on tape, on camera, talking about planning or plotting somebody's murder, planning or plotting somebody's ending. So this would be a situation where somebody could be going to jail for conspiracy as well. Two people who conspired together to do something to somebody else is now turning on each other. So this could be a situation where two people conspired together to do somebody something, and then one person ended up in jail. And so basically now, you know, this person is trying to cop a plea or get some time taken off their sentence. Like, I have some hot news for you. If you want to know, I know who was responsible for X, Y, and Z. And so now somebody could be, you know, dropping dimes and everything to get some time taken off. Also, somebody could realize how somebody set them up to take the fall for whatever this is. Excuse me while I testify. You accuse me. That song by what is it? Common Testify. That video which actually the video was inspired by the movie Usual Suspects, where somebody looked all dumpy and dopey, like incapable of being a criminal mastermind, incapable of exacting some type of vengeance, incapable of whatever. And it turns out now that somebody, you know, is behind bars, or somebody has gotten caught, or now, you know, information is coming out that this bitch did the, what it say, when this bitch did the crime, the queen pin, that somebody is actually the queen pin. Most of the setups that have happened in the area or with people has been at the hands or at the machination of one person. And whoever this one person is, they're getting ready to, as you know, Diddy is not the only one that's going to be facing a reckoning. Let's see. So we have Taurus out here. We have Sagittarius, and we have Scorpio. We have some Leo energy with the Sun card. I forget what the Fool card is. The number 7, confidence. Somebody needs to have confidence. Yeah, somebody was confident that a plan was going to come to fruition as well. Somebody could have a chocolate, what is it, a Cocker Spaniel. Somebody was trying to impress somebody as well. Somebody did something trying to impress them. So a man was trying to impress this woman. So basically somebody was trying to act like they had more than what they actually had. And so that could be the reason too why you've not seen this person, because really they don't have any money, but they put on the role like they did have money, that they were that man and everything. 44, curiosity. So somebody put on the role like they were all this to, you know, basically catch women's interest, basically to hook fish. So this could be a situation where somebody drives nice cars, or they have nice accessories, like a nice watch, nice shoes and everything. They make sure that their cars are always, you know, what are like Acura, you know, Lexus type, you know, tier type of cars and everything. But when in actuality, they don't have any money. They have no money, okay? None. All right, what is this two-faced glow up? Somebody is getting ready to face the reckoning, and that's for damn sure. Somebody is seriously hurt as well. Somebody could be sick. So this could be a situation where somebody basically could use their money to reel women or reel men in, and for whatever reason, somebody could have gotten like seriously ill or seriously hurt, and that has impeded their ability to make money, to keep up this facade. And so now somebody is, you know, sitting and wondering and worried about, you know, when people realize that they can no longer produce this, like how many people are going to still be there for them. I'm hearing not many. The number 12, destruction. Yeah, somebody wanted to destroy you. Destroy your business, destroy everything that you've built. While you're steadily building something, somebody is steadily destroying it. I don't know if you can see this. While you're steadily building something, somebody is steadily destroying it. So this is somebody who you thought was a friend, somebody who was supposed to be a friend, somebody who, you know, was supposed to have your back, be a helper. But the whole time, this person is basically setting up and orchestrating, you know, little, you know, events and activities that slowly take you off your square or take you out of pocket. And then we have the number 1, spontaneity. All right, so this is giving me like the Fool card. Also, somebody got seriously ill because somebody is into anal as well, the number 1. Also, whoever this is who basically got themselves involved in this setup plan because of somebody else. They're realizing that they are a fool. First of all, somebody is realizing how they are possibly looking at jail time, whilst the person who actually orchestrated this shit is not. They're living scot-free. They live in La Vida Loca out here. They've not missed a beat. Whilst, you know, the people who they convinced to get involved are worried that they're going to jail, trying to figure out how they're going to pay for an attorney. Somebody basically rushed in trying to be somebody's Captain Save-A-Ho, trying to convince somebody to love them or to be with them or however it goes down, and got themselves involved in a serious situation. Somebody rushed in, tried to be somebody's Captain Save-A-Ho and everything, and, you know, spent up all their money trying to impress somebody. Now that they don't have any money, now somebody is, you know, people aren't calling their phone anymore. They're not the MVP. At the bottom of the deck, we have the number 19. Competition. Somebody was always in competition with you as well for recognition. The number 13, uncertainty. Somebody is uncertain about what the future is going to bring, uncertain about whether or not somebody is going to continue to support you or provide support, apprenticeship. Somebody basically wanted to work with somebody. Somebody was somebody's flunky as well. Yeah, somebody was somebody's flunky too. Somebody was trying to ride on somebody's coattails, thinking that they would get ahead, that they would get, you know, a spot in the limelight, and that's just not happening. Somebody basically portrayed themselves to be, somebody pretended to be humble, like welcoming, like they want the help, they welcome your feedback, they welcome you, they value you, and now that somebody has gotten what they needed from somebody, they, you know, somebody is showing them how much they really truly think about them. Somebody's not answering somebody's calls, whilst, you know, but when they needed this person, you know, they would answer the phone on the first ring, you know what I mean? They would include them in, you know, meetings, and include them on, you know, their plans and things like that. And, you know, they really made this person feel like they were really going to be a big part of their future, a big part of their success. You know, so this could be a situation where, you know, say this is an election, and you know how politicians are. You know, they'll promise you the world. Well, you know, perhaps there, you know, could have been somebody on the rise who, you know, seemed to be like a sure thing, a winner. And so, you know, you start working for this person, you basically become, you know, this person's right-hand person. You push their agendas for them. You make sure that people support their initiatives. You make sure that people, you know, respond to this person favorably. You know, whatever this person says, you're going to co-sign. You know, you were just this person's right-hand, you know, person during the campaign, you know, and this person, in exchange for that, they, you know, they talked you to death about how, you know, when they get elected, they're going to do X, Y, and Z, and how you're going to be a part of X, Y, and Z, and you're going to do this, and the other for them, and how, you know, they won't forget how you really rode for them. And now that this person has gotten, you know, where they need to be, you can't even catch this person on the phone. You can barely catch this person in traffic. They don't have time. You know, they'll call you back. Oh yeah, I'm hearing somebody send somebody an email like, let's connect next week. Let's talk about, let me see if I can find some time next week to connect, and things like that. And so basically, somebody feels used. All right? Somebody got used. Somebody has been using. So somebody got used. The person who has been using, they're going to get found out. The person who has been plotting and scheming, they're going to get found out. And it's just going to be all bad for this person. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I hope the message resonates. I hope the message helps. Please don't forget to like, comment, as well as subscribe. Share the content, as it may not pertain to you, but could pertain to somebody that you know, and it could be valuable information to that person. And until the next time, deuces.